What's going on? What's going on? Get up in here. Get up in here, man. It's your boy D Rich, man. You already know we live once again. You already know when I'm on here, man. I always bring y'all a special guest, man. A special guest, man. And a lot of y'all always ask me, D Rich, man, how tall do I gotta be to get a scholarship or to make an impact? Or to do this or do that? Do I gotta be 6'5", 6'8"? I always get those questions, man. And today we got a very special guest from Detroit, Michigan. Detroit is on the wave right now on the hoop side. The state of Michigan got music. We're going to talk about that, man, because Michigan turning up on the music side, that's for sure. But today we got, man, a very special guest to me, man, former D-Rich TV camp MVP, hooper, got a full ride to college. You guys probably saw him on Ballers Life, home team of hoops. Simon Willard, man.
My guy was good.
What's good, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just chilling.
How you enjoying the AZ weather?
Man, it's good. It's cold back at home. It's like 70 degrees here, so I'm just enjoying it while I got it.
So you just ended your senior season, man. How did that go? How did you?
It was good, man. It was the best season I played as far as competition-wise and performance-wise. Like, played like 4 McDonald's All-Americans in 1 year. So that was a good. I think the competition made me rise to it. So I think I felt like I had to bring it every day, which helped with my performance the way I played this year.
So what's your mindset going in against the McDonald's All-American, man? Do you treat it as all hype when you see him on the court, or do you treat it as real hype and go even harder?
I treat it as if they McDonald's, I'm not. So let me prove myself. That was my motto this year as far as me. Like, people knew who I was, but I just wanted to solidify myself and prove that I was a big-time player, not just a YouTube player.
So, man, let's take it back to the beginning, man. A lot of people think you from Ypsi. Ain't that how you say it? A lot of people think you from Ypsi, but you really from Detroit, Michigan, man. What is it like growing up in Detroit, Michigan?
It's different. Like, I didn't realize how different it was until you get away from it. Like, part of it is like gritty, and I think that got a lot to do with how I played, like just where I grew up and how I grew up. I think it got something to do with it, like as far as the way we played. That's why when people say that we play, that people call it like tough and rugged basketball, but that's just how our natural nature is in Michigan. So I think that got a lot to do with how I play. And it just, you got to stay focused when you're in Michigan because it's a lot of stuff that you can get distracted by. So I just try not to get distracted.
What's some of the craziest stuff you've seen growing up in Michigan, just as a kid, just observing?
Not mostly observing, because my parents had me focused from day one as far as sports. Like, I was into football at 3 years old, 4 years old, and then as soon as I turned 8, I went strictly to basketball. So I'm not necessarily observing, but I know one of my close friends got killed in a shooting when I was like 8, 9 years old. He used to come like take care of me on the football side as far as like equipment and stuff like that. So like when I used to try to look sweet, he used to always do that. And one Saturday he just wasn't there. The game just wasn't the same no more because the person who I used to do it for, he ended up passing away.
Do you think that if you were from California, LA, or something, that you would still be Simon Willard, or did Detroit put that grittiness in you?
I honestly think Detroit put that grittiness in me because when I was in 8th grade, I was hungry. Like, when I went to your camp, I went to MSHTV. Well, before that, when I went to base fundamentals camp, I was hungry. Like, I feel like a lot of people on the West Coast, like, I ain't throwing no shots, but they feel like they're entitled to stuff. But
right.
I think that Detroit not – because here you realize how much it's so much being publicized, like a lot of people getting advertised and stuff. In Michigan, there's a lot of good people that's not getting advertised. So I think not being advertised gave me hunger. So I'd rather be from the city and like make my mark like I did than be from California, because at the end of the day, it's like you're going to have some grittiness at some point.
Now, growing up, you were always at a disadvantage, obviously, because of you're not 6'5", 6'7", 6'8",
Right.
the typical person that they want to see on the basketball court.
Right.
Was it ever a time where you was like, man, I'm not going to grow any taller. I don't know if this is going to work. Was it ever a time you wanted to give up?
As far as height wise, no. Like I always thought I always thought I was gonna grow.
Right.
So I always thought I was gonna grow. But then at one point it just started working. So I was like, I gotta use it to my advantage. I'm faster than these dudes. The bigger dudes can't keep up. So I think that's what it was. I think I just used it to my advantage instead of using it as a kryptonite. I just used it to my advantage.
So when did you stop playing football? When did you just decide that I'm gonna stick with basketball?
I was 12 years old. We had a championship game. It was on a Saturday. That whole week of practice, it was cold. I told my dad, he was my football coach. I said, I love you, but this is my last year playing football. I can't play
Right.
in cold no more. So I was actually pretty good at football. Like, I was sweet, but when it got cold, that wasn't meant for me. So I just said, I'm going to focus on one sport. And I think that decision played a big time role because I think you get better in basketball in the summer. And I used to dedicate my summers to football because I wanted to be good at both.
So you played for the family, correct?
Right.
And that's a pretty historic basketball program.
Uh-huh.
You played with Jaden Hardy.
Yep. Jalen Terry, Isaiah Jackson, all those guys.
Man, all those. What was it like playing for that team and that program? And all you guys are turning out to be successful, man.
I think it's different. Like it's crazy that all of us got this talent, but we loved each other. Like that team, like most people that got that talent, is like they don't really like each other. They just trying to get theirs. But that team, we was like together, and we all like put our pride. Like we all probably averaged like 10 points. 10 points.
Right.
We won every game. Like I in my family uniform, played for them since I was in sixth grade. Fourth or fifth grade. I probably lost 20 games in my entire family career.
Yeah, man. The family's a very historic program. Still on the EYBO circuit, man. Did you ever get a chance to play on the EYBO circuit with them?
Yeah, I played 15 and 16U.
Oh, how did you like that?
It was good. I think I got a chance to. I think EYBL opened my eyes to how real it could get. Like EYBL is like you got a different person every day, and I think that's why when I saw a little bit of success that I could actually play with those guys, I think that triggered me to go to prep school and say I could play with anybody. Like once I saw that I could, like what I could do on the EYBL, like I didn't necessarily do like much, but I saw the potential. That necessarily made me want to go to prep school and say I could play against those guys.
So what specific game do you remember where you put on a show and you was like, I can really do this at my height, my size. I can really go out here and do this shit?
Those camps. When I went to your camp, and when I went to your camp, I was like, okay, I'll be all right. But once it was Terrence Clark and Imani, Jaden, and I was the top performer, I said I could do it with anybody. Those guys are just at CP3 camp. So I'm like, I could do it if those guys, these are the best guys in my class. Like this is number 1 and number 2. If I could do it with them, with Imani, I could do it with anybody.
Yeah, I remember you at the base fundamentals camp, and it was like a smaller session, and you was balling. And, it was my first time seeing you, so I'm like, man, who is this dude? I want to see, if he really the real deal.
Right.
So when I invited you to Akron, I didn't know if he was the real deal or not because I didn't see you go up against that top tier competition.
Right.
And people was like, man, you got to see this dude on the court, man. He's doing crazy stuff, man. He's pulling up from half court, bouncing off people's heads.
Yeah.
Finishing crazy, man. He got to be the MVP. Yeah. And I watched you. I said, damn, this dude really got heart, bro. Like he really out there doing the damn thing. And like you said, that was probably a wake up call to you because it was a lot of.
It was definitely your camp. Like going into the base fundamental camp, it was me. I wanted to see what I could do. I'd never seen Imani before. Like that was my first time ever seeing him in person. I was like, okay, this is Imani Bates. I was like more of a little kid. Like, okay, this is Imani Bates. Dang. Then it was Ty Rogers. Then I did good. I was like, okay. Then I went to your camp when I got MVP. That boosted my confidence like ever. Like I went into MSH TV like I was the man. Like I went into MSH TV like I was the number 1 player in the country. And nobody knew who I was. You still didn't nobody know who I was.
So then you go to MSH TV, and I consider that the top camp in the country. That's like it's like Michael Jordan. I'm like LeBron with my camp. Michael Jordan is MSH TV. That's like the GOAT. And you balled up, bro.
When I went in my confidence, leaving your camp, my confidence was too high. Like I literally went into MSH TV like I was the man. Like, and then it didn't make it no better that the cameras was there because that's what I wanted as a kid. Like you don't have this in Detroit. Home team hoops. That's all my big brother used to talk about.
Right.
And then they was there. I was like, this is my shot right here.
You was on Terrence's team too, right?
Yep.
How was it playing with him?
It's fun. It's like most people think like when you play with that top talent, people think like, okay, all they care about is theirs. But Terrence wanted me to get off. Terrence wanted people to know who I was. So that just helped it. We played together and we tore it up.
And then you got a home team hoop episode. How did your career take off after that? Because I know people started to notice you.
Yeah, they started to notice me after that, and then I end up then I got like a little fan base, and I used that as motivation. I just kept working, and then I got a second episode. Then I went to play with Imani, and more people took notice. And then when I had about like 50, 60K, I came to prep school and played against the best players, and it just took off. Like it was crazy because last year I knew that I was good, but I didn't think that anybody would like care about like, oh, Simon is one of those guys. And I came to prep school. I had like a leap of faith because I didn't know like whether I kill it or not. Leap of faith, and I killed it. And now people think I'm a household name now.
So the decision to join Imani, a lot of people wouldn't do that.
Right.
But I feel like it's a very, very smart decision because all eyes are on him and they gonna notice you also. Yep. But some people don't look at it like that.
Right.
Now, what was the decision like joining him?
That was my decision. Like he wanted me to play. Like he wanted a point guard, and I was like, "This is my guy." Like it's different when you join somebody that you don't know, but he was my guy already. So I was like, he needs a point guard. He got the people. Like this could be it. Like this could be the show. Like the talk of the town. And it ended up being like, of course you're gonna have to sacrifice your points. You're gonna sacrifice your stats, but when you're doing the right thing, people gonna notice. Like you don't need like a lot of people think you need 20 points to be the most effective player. Like last year, my role was to get people involved and to score when necessary. Like my role wasn't 30 points. Like people used to, oh, he overhyped. He don't have 30, but my guy got 30. I got 15 and 10. We won. That's all that mattered.
Is that one team River Rogue or
River Rouge?
Is that really that good, bro?
No, they're not talented wise good. It's Detroit. It's Detroit. They don't care about the Simon Wheelers and the Imani. It's I'm gonna show you who I am. And their defense is real. Like their defense is that. So every time they give you everything they got, like they're not gonna let you score. Like you got a fast break layup, you might. It's like the bad boys. Kind of River Rouge remind me of the bad boys. Like ain't nothing easy at all.
Because I was looking at the score, I'm like, damn, they beat everybody, but they have a problem with this team. It got to be something about this team. They ain't got no.
They're not individually. They're not individually like most of those guys probably end up going D1, D2, but when they get on that court, they don't care where they're going. It's me versus you. Like I'm gonna prove myself, and I respect River Rouge for that.
So let me ask you a question, man. I want you to be honest with me. If the season didn't end, would you guys would have won the state championship? You feel like?
Yeah, we're just playing our best basketball.
Who do you think you guys would have faced? Probably.
Well, I think that right before it got canceled, I think our next game was the championship game. Like not necessarily, but that was our district game. But that was the best team we would have had to play. It was Ann Arbor Huron. So we beat that team. That was our championship game. We'd have not had a cakewalk, but that was the team to beat in our division. Was
the city of Detroit, some people kind of mad at you that you left and went to Ipsy? Like was some people throwing shade your way, you think?
Yeah, they didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like it actually. Like they like you left your city to a lot of people said you left your crown to be someone else's like sidekick or whatever. But I mean, other people's opinion never moved me, so like that didn't matter to me.
All right, man, y'all. If y'all just tuning in, man, we got Simon Willer, former D-Rich TV Camp MVP. Just got done with his senior season, man. Like I told y'all, man, a lot of y'all complain about height, size. Y'all always crying. I get tired of the crying, Simon. I mean, they just cry.
I already know.
Do people ever ask you how do you get it done?
You gonna get it done, or you gonna be looked over? Like I rather work hard doing something I love than to work hard working a job that I don't care about. So I mean, why would I not put my work in basketball? And that's what I love. And then you half-ass it, and then you go end up getting a job that you don't even really care about.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this number in the chat right here. If y'all want to ask Simon a question, y'all can call in. Hey, don't call in here with no BS, man. If y'all call in here with that BS, I'm hanging up on y'all. It's 2021. 2020 was a rough year. I ain't got time for the BS, man. All right. 330-571-1460, man. Call this number if you would like to ask Simon a question. If you ask him BS, I'm banging on you. Like that. We ain't got time for it. Now, 2020, man, the death of Kobe Bryant, man, that was tough. That hit me hard.
Yeah, it did.
Can you recall that moment in your life?
Yeah, I was in a car. I had a girlfriend at the time. She was just texting me. I'm thinking she'll know what she's talking about. She like Kobe Bryant dead. I'm mad. Like, what are you talking about? Like, don't text me. Play like that's not something you play about.
Right, your heart started beating. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you like who just played? Like, stop playing. She like, I'm not playing. So I'm mad at her. I stopped texting. I leave her on red. I'm not texting her. I'm on my way to practice. This right before we played River Rouge, actually. We played them again. And it's I think it was a Sunday. We had a game the next day. I get there. They're like, yeah, Kobe dead. I'm like, bro, wait, she was serious. And it just hit hard. I know I was next to Imani. It hit him hard. Like he was down off of it. So I think it struck everybody hard. At first, it was like surreal. Like so many stories was out. I didn't know if it was real or not. It was everybody died, just Kobe and Gigi. So at first, it was like half truth. I didn't believe it, but then it's like it could be true. And then we got out of practice. It was true. So then it just hit hard.
Yeah, man, I thought that shit was fake, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was fake for sure.
And then a lot of people started playing around now with Uzi's death, saying Uzi dead. They just motherfuckers just like throwing fake stuff out there, and it's real.
That's why it's hard to believe because everybody be throwing fake stuff around. So it's like I don't be knowing if it's real or not. But I guess I didn't believe her. She was serious. So.
Okay, man, we got 810, man. You are on the line with Simon Willer, man. Go ahead with your question. Hey, man, I don't know if he'll follow you back, man. I don't think that's not a question, man. But what's your IG? Okay, man. We'll shoot him a DM, man. We'll see if you follow back worthy, man. Because I don't know if he's gonna follow you. A lot of people, you can't follow everybody on Instagram. We'll see what we can do though for you, bro. Yep. 516-589. You on the line with Simon Willer? What's going on? Okay. So basically, you want to know like what was that experience like from going unknown to known?
The experience as far as what part? Like, are you talking about like from completely unknown?
Yeah, from basically like from leaving MHH camp. You already kind of hit on it, but I guess he didn't hear it. Basically, going from unknown to my camp, MHH to now you go around and people notice you.
Okay. I think it was at first it was like I don't really know how to explain it. Like the experience, it was fun actually. Like because everything I used to think about, like I used to always ask my brother, like I wonder how I feel to just go places that people know you. I used to just like be curious about it. So I think it's a good thing, and I also think it's a bad thing if you don't use it to your advantage. Because I think like a lot of stuff we can't do like what most people do. Like most people can repost anything. Like today, I wanted to talk about 6ix9ine, but everybody gonna look at me like I'm crazy if I say the wrong thing. So, like, it's just you could say certain things you can't, but other than that, I think it's real cool.
So, what's your thoughts on 6ix9ine? I think that 6ix9ine is a clown.
I think he is too.
I think that people give him attention, and that's what he wants.
No, that is what he wants. When he troll people deaf, like when he trolled King Von today, it's like, bro, what's your point? Like, that's not even like one of your enemies, bro. Like, they don't care about you.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't realize, man, that people like 6ix9ine not really from the streets. I'm not from the streets.
And he know that. He's also protected. He know that it's hard to get like anybody. He's basically in protective service that's outside of like everybody knows that.
Oh, for sure.
So he just trolling people, and he know people gonna get mad about it. So he just uses it to his advantage. So
What did you think about the Meek Mill situation?
About Meek Mill and 6ix9ine or Meek Mill and the Kobe thing?
Well, Meek Mill and 6ix9ine and the Kobe thing. We can hit on the Kobe thing next, but
I didn't necessarily hear exactly what he said, but what I was told is he said something about the helicopter.
yeah,
That's probably out of. I'm sure if he said it, he probably didn't mean it to be no harm, but probably the way it came off, because I'm sure he respect Kobe. Like everybody respect Kobe. Like Kobe ain't hurt nobody, so I'm sure he didn't mean it for it to come off that way. But the way it came off, I'm sure it was disrespectful. So that part, and then with the 6ix9ine thing, bro, ain't nobody in the wrong other than 6ix9ine when it comes to 6ix9ine, bro. He a clown, bro. I know he a clown because I don't even let people make me mad. But every time I see 6ix9ine, I get mad, bro.
But keep it real. Keep it real. Was a couple of 6ix9ine songs in your rotation before you snitched?
Yeah.
That gumbo hard.
Yeah, that gumbo was different. That gumbo was different for sure.
Nah, man, Detroit, Flint, Detroit, they got a wave right now on the music side, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
To me, I'm not going to ask you who your favorite artist is from Detroit or Flint because I'm pretty sure you got ties with a lot of them. But for me, I think Baby Smooth might be the hardest. I think he got the hardest tapes. Yeah, I think Baby Smooth the hardest out of all of them.
I like Baby Smooth. I gotta go with Babyface Ray though. I know it's my dog, but he like that, bro. Babyface Ray tough. So I gotta go with Babyface.
Who you listen to before a game?
As far as Detroit music?
Any music.
Before a game, I like industry wise. I like getting hyped before games. So I go Lil Baby, 42 Doug, those type of dudes. So I like getting hyped. So I turn up to them. Like my last game before I played my senior game, I was listening to Babyface. Ended up with 30. So I might do that throughout the rest of my college career.
Yeah, man, that Babyface Ray is new stuff dope. He was actually in Akron like last 2 months ago. I went.
Yeah.
It was dope. It was real dope.
Yeah, man, they got a wave going on. If you ain't noticed, Lil Yachty switched his whole flow to Michigan, like that YNJ flow. He switched everything to that, and I low key like it. That just low key sweet.
952-873. You on live with Simon Willard, man. Go ahead with your question. Hello? 952, you there? Yeah, man, kids calling, playing around. What you think about this, man? I said that a lot of kids, the problem is they don't know how to separate the real and the fake in music. They listen to this music and they think that every rapper is actually
what they say it is.
And then they go out and they emulate what the rapper is talking about. How are you able to separate the real from the fake, you know?
Growing up in Detroit, I know the real from the fake.
Right.
Like when you in Detroit, it's not hard to tell. Like you know who just talking and who faking. But if you're on the West Coast, you might not know. So like a lot of people on the West Coast is nice. So you hear somebody talk about robbing and killing, you just automatically think they're a gangster. So I mean, if you don't really know about it, then you'll probably just believe whatever anybody say. So I think just growing up in Detroit, that opened my eyes, like, because like I said, Babyface Ray, he grew up. 42 Doug is like right down, like literally 3 minutes from my house. So like you see everything, you know who real and who fake. Like you could tell who real and who faking. Just like that's how I know 6ix9ine is faking. So I think just knowing, like it's hard to tell, but if you know, you know.
Somebody in the chat wants to know what's your official height.
5'10".
5'10". So talk about the decision to commit to the college that you did. We got a caller right here. Let's see what we talking about. 901, you on the line with Simon Willard. Go ahead with your question. What's going on? Okay. Did you hear that?
Nah, I couldn't hear him. What did he say?
He said, what do you think most NBA players do for their bounce?
Work on their legs, take care of their body. I think most of them they work out. They got the money to work with the best trainer. So,
did you ever get a chance to work with a trainer down there in AZ?
Yeah, I worked out with Marcus Howard, Desmond Howard. I always work out with Mike Bibby. So it's a lot of people here. A lot of people. Haston, I'm about to start working out with him. That's Damian Lillard's trainer. So Dame, he followed me. He said we get in the gym on his off season. So I think coming out here, I met a lot of people, so I'm gonna use it to my advantage while I got it.
Talk about the levels to training, because there's a lot of scammers out there, and it's also a lot of people doing a real good job with it.
Yeah.
How do you know the real from the fake scammers that's training? You can tell the rappers, but can you tell the scammers when it comes to training?
Off the videos, you can't. You'll have to actually be in it, in the workout, to realize that they scamming. So, like, you could, well, me at least, I know when some stuff that's gonna translate to my game and some stuff that's not. So when you telling me to dodge these cones, ain't nobody about to try to punch me while I'm dribbling. So you feel me? I'm not gonna do that. But when you in a workout, you could tell if this could correlate to the game. So I think that's how you tell the difference. Like this summer, I worked out with my guy Marcus Stout, and I get excited when stuff that we worked on happens in the game. That's how you tell the difference. Like this summer, I worked out with my guy Marcus Stout.
So the college that you decided to commit to, man. Some people in here asking, what does the abbreviation stand for?
UPY.
Yeah, what that stand for?
Indiana University, Purdue University. It's like combined. That's where George Hill from the Pacers went.
Okay. So what was the decision to commit there?
It was between Indiana, Purdue, and San Francisco. And I like San Francisco. It's a high major school. They play against Gonzaga, Baylor, all of those guys. But as far as with COVID changed a lot of stuff. So when they gave everybody an extra year eligibility, and transferring, you could just transfer. A lot of coaches gonna go into the portal. Like San Francisco and IUPUI made me feel like that I could be there, but IUPUI made it more seem like they ready for me right now than as far as long term, because I know San Francisco is ready for me long term because they have a guard there already. So I feel like that I'm ready to be in it. I'm ready to be in it. But this is also before I had the season that I had also. So. But I feel like I was ready to be in it then, and I was comfortable with the coaching staff and those guys. So with Coach Rim and the rest of the staff, they made me feel like it was home, and it's already close to home. So I think that was the best decision for me.
So how does it feel to be going to school on a scholarship, man? Because I tell you something, man. I never had the chance to get a full ride somewhere, and Sallie Mae ain't no joke, man. I'm telling you, ain't no joke.
I know my whole life, my parents talked about my sister. I have a sister who went to Bowling Green. I always overhear my dad on the phone talk about how her freshman year, that paying that tuition was crazy. So I think I like to take a burden off of their chest, because they already give me a lot as far as like clothing. Everybody else asks how you get all of this. They give me a lot when it comes to clothing and electronics and stuff like that. So the least I could do is have them I can go to school for free if I'm gonna work for it. So I think that also have a part of it. So if I'm gonna work hard, it's helping my parents also.
You got some drip, man. You got some swag. I don't know what y'all say now, drip, swag, whatever. You can dress, man.
Appreciate it.
What's your top favorite clothing lines right now? Let's not go Christian Dior and stuff like that.
No, right now it's stuff nobody know about, man. I was heavy on the V-Long and all of that stuff this summer, but I've been supporting all the Detroit brands lately. Like ever since I've been out here, Wealthy. I know a lot of people see me rock Wealthy a lot, so I did my home team hoops episode 2 at Wealthy. So I've been supporting the hometown, man. So it's Crown Collection, Wealthy, all the Detroit brands. Like it's crazy. I like they got some swag to them, man. Like. It's the stuff called The Collective. It's a lot of stuff going on right now, man. I got my guy who got some stuff called what is it called? I can't think of it right now. I wear the hat every day. I'm just having a brain fart right now. I wear the hat almost every day. I can't think of it. But it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I see you supporting Wealthy a lot, man. That's dope. That's dope, because I noticed them from you, for real.
Yeah.
Damn, I like that hoodie. I like that right there, man.
Yeah.
Wealthy is a mindset also.
Yeah.
You don't got to have monetary gain just to be wealthy. Wealthy is a mindset, waking up every day and chasing it, getting after it, and stuff like that, man. It's not all about money all the time. So what is the grind like, man? Was it ever a time where you was like, man, I'm working so hard. This shit, it better pay off, man. I know the grind is picked up, since you went to AZ, like, because this is serious prep school. A lot of people scared to go to prep school. You're away from home.
Yeah.
I know the grind had to pick up when you went to AZ. How much more did it intensify when you moved to Arizona?
I wouldn't say it intensified when I moved to Arizona. I think it intensified this summer, like
Right.
because there was a lot of stuff going on, especially like the scamming and stuff. So I looked at it as an opportunity to lift my game while everybody unfocused right now. Like a lot of people was focused on the unemployment money, and I was thinking long term. Like I want to work hard right now, learn this right now, so I can have long term money, not just right now money. So I think this summer it picked up, and then once what I did this summer worked when in game, that like when you taste the water, it's like you want some more. So it just picked up even more. Like this is what I want to do. So I just kept going at it, and it worked.
Yeah, when COVID happened, man, I found myself in a pretty dark place because I didn't know where the world was going. Like,
Right,
it seemed scary. Kobe just died. COVID happened. I can't go outside. I'm in the house
right.
before 10 o'clock. Gym's closed. And
Yeah.
the gym is where I go to free
To
my
each
mind.
of I see you always in the gym working.
Yeah, I'm in the gym working. Was it ever a time during COVID where you found yourself in a dark place for a little minute?
Yeah, not as far as I was always the gym was my relief. So in Michigan, I was able to get in the gym. But when I was at home, my mom was so scared of COVID. So it's like I hate to like my mom is like a queen to me, so it's just messed up when you see that like she's so scared of it. Like something she's scared to go out the house. She's scared for me to come in her room. I can't even hug my mama, right? Like can't even give her a hug and a kiss. She's so scared of COVID. So like it was more so for her than as far as like me being in a dark place for myself. It was more for her.
Now, I get this question from a lot of viewers all the time, man. And I gave them my opinion on it. Staying home and playing high school basketball versus going prep. Now, you are somebody who did both.
Right.
Can you break down, playing in your home city or home state and then going prep? Can you break down the two of them?
All right. So I actually just had this conversation the other day. As far as playing in your home city, you'll never get no feeling like that. To go home, to play a game, like imagine scoring 30 in front of the people you go to school with and they from your neighborhood. Like imagine winning games and you doing it in your hometown, your fans, these people you grew up with. It's different. Maybe I didn't get the full prep experience also because it's COVID, because it's like different. You on the stream now, so it's like you do it, okay, you did it. But you'll never get a feeling like you had playing in your hometown, but you'll never get the experience that you get from playing for prep school. You'll know, like I know as far as nobody in Michigan, unless you went to prep school, you'll never get to travel to play against the best players. Like you get one game maybe against a dog. You'll never get a chance. Like it's a lot of dogs in Michigan, but like that dog, like that's gonna make you like, if I don't do it this game, I'm gonna get embarrassed. Like when we play AZ Compass, we play Paulo, we play Nate Biddle, all of those guys. Like if I don't do it now, when am I gonna do it? And this is also a chance to prove yourself. Like a lot of people could say, I get 30 in Michigan. Who would you plan? You go to prep school, you get 30. That was a top 5 guy right there, top 10 guy. So as far as like the feeling of playing, you'll never get the feeling that you get playing in your hometown, in your home city. But as far as the experience, I like the experience of prep school a lot better.
So for a kid right now that's watching this and they growing up in a rugged environment, parents got a tough situation, they pretty good at basketball, but they scared to go away to prep school and take that leap of faith.
Right.
What advice would you give them?
If I would say, you got to know, like a lot of people not realistic with themselves. So if you're not ready, you got to be real with yourself and put the work in. Like I wouldn't say just leave because it's tough. Like when you get on that circuit, that like as far as the grind session, I know at least it's tough. Like you get on that circuit, it's kind of like the EYBL. It's like you got to come with it. So like if you're not ready for it, it can mess you up even more mentally. But if you think you're ready for it and you're ready to put the work in, I say prep school is where it is. That's where it's at. Unless you just got it, like unless you like just got it, like whether you play high school, prep school, any of that, you're gonna be good regardless. But I think if you think I think prep school show you if you're ready or not. If you could do it in prep school, I'm pretty sure you're a collegiate basketball player.
Somebody on here said, good luck in college.
Appreciate it.
Somebody said, show us the Off-White collection.
They ain't ready for that.
Yeah, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that. Yeah, man, you got a lot of people that love you, man, and you doing your thing. Hey, y'all, we're going to be on here for 10 more minutes, man. 10 more minutes. We got to log off.
Yeah.
Who got the best tacos in AZ, man? I know some good Mexican food out there.
Hey, I don't even know. I stick to my roots, man. I don't really gamble with food. I stick with Chipotle. Man.
So give me a rundown of your day. You wake up in the morning, brush your teeth. Give me a rundown.
Rundown. All right. So as far as on a weekday, wake up. Especially at prep school. So I live with all my teammates, all my guys here. So they're just quiet right now. It's not usually like this. But wake up. You gotta share a bathroom. Well, it's 3 bathrooms, but between 15 people. So you gotta wake up, get ready. We at 8 o'clock we get on the bus, go to school. With COVID right now, we do school online. So we be in the classroom doing school online together. Get that, go to the gym, work out. After that, you get lunch, go practice. And then by 5 o'clock, you got the rest of your day to chill with your teammates. We play the game. You're in here playing the game, listening to music, just basically buying as far as prep school. And then on the weekends, I go watch other people play. We watch games together. We watch NBA games, watch Netflix. So it's like we grind first, and then we just chill after that.
So how hard is it living with 15 people, dog? Be honest, 15 people. I know it's an adjustment.
Listen, if you like them, you good. So like we are cool with each other, so you good. But just imagine it's been times where our season over now, but it's been times where you beefing with somebody in practice. You know how I get. You get a little competitive. You arguing, going back and forth, living back and forth. You soft, you this, you that, and then you got to come home and don't let it be a roommate. You got to sleep with them.
Right.
So, I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's college really. If we being honest, this is basically college. So it's not necessarily hard. The only hard part is when you got people up and you trying to go to sleep. Like my boy Keyshawn be on his speaker, 2 a.m. banging music.
Right.
Knock on the wall, like, bro, what you on? But other than that, you good though. Other than that, like if y'all good, it's like you building relationships that's gonna last a lifetime.
Yeah, man. Where all them people? Where all of them from? Like
everybody from different states. Nobody from the same state. So I got a dude from Bama, Vegas, Atlanta, Kansas. We got a dude from Canada, Africa, St. Louis, London. So we got people from everywhere.
So what's something that somebody got you hip to that you wasn't hip to?
Somebody got me hip to? I say mostly food. Like I ain't even gonna lie. This one I knew Detroit was popping. I thought Detroit was like just inner city stuff. I came here, they was listening to Detroit music already. Like it was sometimes they put me on, like not necessarily Detroit, but like I say Flint. Like when I heard Y&J, the ooh, like that vibe, they put me on to that. Like I wasn't even hip.
Right.
They put me on to that, but I say mostly like food and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. So yeah. Y&J, man. He definitely got a sound with that. Hold on.
Yeah.
You got his own little sound. I rock with that, man.
Yeah.
And it's real important to get culturally used to different type of foods and stuff like that, man. Yeah. I'm not really privy to that yet, but I'm trying to expand my horizons with my palate.
Yeah, me too. I like, especially being away from home. Like when you're at home, you can just tell your mom what you want. But like when you hear, it's like you got to get what's around you. So I got a lot of different options now that I learned about here. So that was cool.
So when you moved to Detroit, what you tell all your girls, man, your girlfriend or whatever, how was that? Like you was like, man, I gotta go to.
It was like
AZ.
I'm going there. I was like, I'm moving. The girl, she was like, what you mean? I'm like, I'm leaving. She's like, for good? I'm like, nah, just like I'll be back. I was lying to her, like I'll be back every month. I visit once a month.
Right.
So it was cool. Just it also showed you who you talk to every day, like who value you. Like I learned a lot of values. Like my friend group is actually strong. Like I be bored here really because I don't have my car here, so I talk to my friends a lot. Like so, it showed me that I actually got solid friends, a solid foundation where I could talk to people every day. So that was cool.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good, man. I always gotta have a solid foundation.
Yeah.
Who do you do it for, man? Like who do you grind so hard for?
I say myself, really. Like I'm self motivated. Like when I do stuff, I don't really do it if I don't feel like I won't do it if it's just for somebody else and I don't care about it. Like of course I do something like out the kindness of my heart, like something once, but I'm not gonna wake up every day and grind for something that I don't want to do. So I say I do it for me and my family. So like my mom, like I want her to live the best life she can. My dad, I want him to live the best life he can. Like they always gave me whatever I want, especially my brother, bro. My brother, like he's older than me. From the start, he gave me whatever I want. Like it's like it was a time when I left. It was these shoes I want. Like it was these fives that came out right before I left. He was like, "You like these?" I'm like, "Yeah, they cold, but I'm straight. I ain't about to spend my money. I'm about to stack my cheese right now because I'm about to go out of town. Now I'm gonna need money."
Right.
Day my plane left, he had them in my suitcase. I'm like,
Mm.
dang. So like,
Like, really?
I want my family. I want my family to just be good, like good for life, basically. Like whether it's where they could live, where they don't never got to work again, or like just anything better than what they are now. Like they already like good right now, but I'd rather them be better.
What's
Like
your
like when my dad came here, like the joy on his face, like just him being away from home, like just experience, like because I'd never been to the West Coast before I came here. My
right?
dad came here and like the smile on his face, I could tell he was proud of me. Like that was a surreal feeling. Like just knowing your parents proud of you, like that's what everybody live for. And I could just tell that my dad is proud of me. Like he was just so happy to be away from home. Like I just want, like when you're in Detroit, it's like you in a box. I just want them to experience different things. Like I wish my whole family could get out here. Like when my graduation come, I want my whole family to come just to see the difference and experience different.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear as far as like traveling,
Just life. Like, what's your biggest fear in life? Like,
I want to say death. My biggest fear would be like not death for me, but like having to learn how to live without my parents. Like
right,
if I had to choose, I'd leave Earth before my parents. Like, because I'm so dependent on them. Like I gotta learn how to not be so dependent on them.
right.
But like there's so much there for me that like I depend on them. Like I know no matter what that I can depend on my parents. Like and I know a lot of people can't say that. So but as far as me, I know that I could depend on family. I know I could depend on my parents. So just having to live without one of them, like whenever I got a problem with like certain things, I call my dad sports. Problem with paperwork, I call my mama. Problem with mail, I call my sister. Like everybody, if I have a problem with, I know I could call on them and count on them for it. So just having to live without them, not necessarily saying that I know that I need them because I need them for what I need them for, but just having to live without them.
All right, y'all. We're gonna be on here 3 more minutes, man. Call in 330-571-1460. 3 minutes. That'll be 45 minutes, man. I think that'll be enough for y'all tonight, man.
Yeah.
How did the Baller's Life Day in the Life come about?
Playing my first game, Wallace Life, it went crazy. Like they hadn't filmed me. It got like 100K views in a couple days. Played my next game, I had 35. Went crazy again. I ended up breaking my hand. I was telling the dude like that's crazy. As soon as I started playing good, I broke my hand. And this is why I mess with Wallace Life. Like I'm not gonna say I mess with them more than anybody else, but they knew like how I felt not playing. And they was like, you're still like we don't want you to feel like you're still not relevant. So while I broke my hand, they wanted to do a day in the life because they wanted me to still feel like that you're good. Like you don't have to worry about an injury. Like you're gonna be good. So it was more so of them. They wanted to do something as far as like while you're hurt, this is gonna keep you busy. Like all you could do is work out. Like you still got some appreciation here.
Somebody said, what layup workouts do you do to get your finish game like that?
I just work on angles of the backboard. I don't do it all the time, but like I just work on different angles of the back. Like I stand under, do different type of layups, like just standing layups. Like I saw Kyrie do it one time, and I just practice it a lot.
You don't get your shot blocked too often, huh?
Nah, but that's because of my coach in Detroit. That was like our rule my freshman year. Like he was like freshman and sophomore year. It was like you can go on the rim, you can do whatever you want, get fouled, finish, miss, just don't get your shot blocked.
All right, man. I definitely appreciate you jumping on here with me, man. Last notice,
My
man.
dog, man, you put me on, bro. Forever appreciative of you, dog.
Now, I appreciate you coming to Akron, putting on the show, man. That shit was the off the hezzy, man. That was
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
moment. It seemed like yesterday. That's what's so
Yeah,
great.
dude, that's the crazy part, man. When I watch it, it's like that was just not too long ago, just
Man,
the other day.
time fly, dog.
And it's crazy because when I was younger, people say time fly. You just like, okay, that's just another old head. But no, I really do fly, man. It seemed like I was just at MSH TV. I was just at D Rich. Like they was back to back. I remember being at your camp. people liking it. And a week later, driving down to Indianapolis, like I remember it vividly. So, man, that was crazy.
So for somebody watching this, man, that's undersized and they feeling down on themselves, man, can you give them some words of encouragement before we get off here, man?
I think right now, this is the best time for guys to see that size don't matter. Me, Deshaun Ruffin, Doug McDaniel, like these are high school dudes that's killing it right now, killing it. That's under 6 feet. You look in the league, and then people also think they don't go to high majors, they don't go to Duke, they don't go to Kentucky, they can't do nothing. If you pay attention to it, like, bro, most of the people who stars in the league didn't come from like those top schools, like Steph Curry, Dame, Klay Thompson, like those dudes, they didn't come from Duke and Kentucky, like. And if you think about it, most of the dudes who do come from them, they be in the league, they be good at first. They don't have that same hunger. So I think you should just use it as hunger, bro. If you have somebody against you, you should always want to beat the odds. So you got to tag, you too small, beat them odds. You didn't go to Duke, Kentucky, beat those odds. Like that make everything so much better when you wouldn't beat the odds and you still going. So I think just beat the odds and keep working.
Yeah, man, I was telling these kids, man, a lot of this stuff is so many politics in basketball.
No,
right?
really, real politics.
It's what school you go to, what AAU team program you play for.
Yeah.
Do you know this guy? Do you know that guy? Listen, the rankings, they cool to look at and all that.
I'm not ranked. So whoever look up to me, I'm not in the top 100.
Right. So you don't really give a damn about rankings, right?
I played 5 top 10 people in the country, in the world. They know who I am now after the game. Respect.
Can you repeat that? It went out.
I'm saying I played 5 top 10 players, 5 McDonald's. Now they know who I am after the game. I mean, respect me more than the ranking. Those guys respected me after the game enough to now they know who I am. So like I proved myself. Like not saying like everything is proven, but when I stepped on the court, I had something to prove and I proved it. That made it even better. Like a ranking don't mean nothing. That's just someone's opinion. But if you go on that court and you rank and you don't do something, that ranking still don't mean nothing. So respect me more than the ranking to me.
Yeah, man. Those rankings, man, there's so many politics, man. So many politics, man. But I definitely appreciate you coming on the show today, man.
Appreciate you, my guy.
So many of these young kids look up to you, man. So many of these young kids needed to hear this motivation, man. You be safe out there in Arizona, man.
All right, you too, bro.
Yep.
All right, guy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's Simon Willer, ladies and gentlemen. Former D-Rich TV Camp MVP. The D-Rich TV Camp will be in August. It will be in August 2021. All right. I don't want to hear none of y'all complaining about height no more. Oh, I'm only 5'2". I'm only 5'3". Can I do it? Yeah, you can do it. Somebody just asked me, I'm a ninth grader going to the 10th. Is that enough time to get recognized? Yes, that is enough time to get recognized, man. Just stay on your grind. Stay patient. And keep your faith in God. I know that's cliche, but that's something you got to do, man. It's your boy D-Rich. I'm logging out, man. I got stuff to do tonight. Y'all be safe out there.